question. Okay, we're on the Q&A session, guys. So Karen had a quick question, which was in the welcome post, sometimes you have people who are blacked out or grayed out, and it's either most likely that they've left the group. So they joined the group, they were in there for a while, the welcome post came up, in the last few days they've looked around and for whatever reason it's not for them and they've left. Or it could be that their settings are turned on so that we can't tag them. They're the two reasons, but probably because they left. Okay, what's your second question, Karen?
Thank you, Kirsty. So the second question is, in terms of age, to say my daughter's 16, she's going on 17. What's the minimum age before she can get on board?
I personally am fine for her to do it. I think it's PayPal. So I think what would be great is if you just check what age you can have a PayPal account. I don't know the answer to that. Most things tend to be 18, don't they? But let me just quickly have a look. What age can you get PayPal? Let me ask. Oh, says 26. I think it says 18. Yeah, you can't register under 18. I also have this feeling that System.io says 18 as well. I just vaguely remember seeing it somewhere in System.io that they won't let you have an affiliate account with them or anything unless you're 18. So yeah, she might just need to do it through you if she's got anyone. But you know, if she's only got friends who are also 16 or 17, it's possibly, you know, and also the other thing I would say, and you know, this is totally preference, but not many 16, 17-year-olds are even on Facebook because it's not their platform. So it would have to be someone who's pretty not that your daughter's not special, but she'd have to be very motivated to be doing this almost on TikTok or somewhere like that and then getting sale. I don't know. I just don't know if it would be the perfect fit. But that's just my thinking without having prepared an answer for that question. What do you think, Kelly? Oh,
Yeah,
I'm not
sorry,
sure if Kelly's on.
I've
Oh,
just
yeah.
checked System.io and there's no age limit on a System.io account. But
Oh, there's
I'm with you on the fact that my daughter, she's 15, she doesn't use Facebook at all. She's more Snapchat and Instagram and TikTok. But a lot of ladies do make it work from TikTok. So as long as she has a Facebook account, she can still invite people to the Facebook group.
Yeah, but then she has to have people who are on Facebook. Do you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
true.
The whole sort of like ecosystem is kind of Facebook, but you know, she can always try. I just don't want to set her up for failure. I guess that's probably my thinking is I don't want her to go and
Yeah.
get excited and do it and then think, oh, I'm not having any traction. I know that there's a couple of women who very much make loads of sales through their TikTok and stuff like that, but they also have Facebook. So yeah, I'm not sure it's,
Personal
yeah.
choice. It's up to her.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's a personal choice. She can certainly try. She can and she'd certainly be welcome. So yeah, it'd be fun. It'd be great fun to make it work. Does that answer your question? Okay, or
Yes, thank you. Thank you so
okay.
much.
Okay. But I tell you what, Karen, honestly, if I had my time over again, I would be so much more focused on building a YouTube channel because YouTube is a lot more powerful than all those other platforms put together, honestly, because its longevity is so much more guaranteed if anything at all is ever guaranteed. But YouTube is owned by Google. It's the world's second biggest search engine, which means that when people are looking for how do I make money from home or any of that stuff, YouTube is far, far above TikTok or any of those things, right? And people are going to YouTube to solve a problem 99% of the time. Whereas when they go on TikTok, and I also know this from my day job, when I hear my boss talking about running TikTok ads, she said they're good. Like, of course, people are on TikTok and everyone thinks they want TikTok ads. But the problem with TikTok is that the user purchase rate is so much lower than on Facebook even, because they're not used to it, right? People don't go on TikTok to buy stuff, really, not yet. It's not really meant for that. So people are on there for a different reason. So, but YouTube, people are on there searching for a way to help them with a problem. So that's my tip for everybody, is if you're going to focus on one thing and you only can have time for one thing, but if you've got TikTok, that's great, but put your stuff on YouTube as well and start building a YouTube channel. Okay, anyone else got any questions? Anyone got any more questions? I don't know if everyone can unmute. Let me just double check.
Yes, we can.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, well, I don't think there's many questions today, which is absolutely beautiful and heartwarming because it means that you all know what you're doing. Now, I don't know how many of you have just joined. It'd be great to see a little show of hands in the chat. Who is brand spanking new on this call? Oh, there's a couple of questions in the chat. Sorry, I didn't see, so I'll go through them in a sec. Who is new, like literally just joined? Put it in the chat, or you can say hello if you want, or nobody's new. Everybody's not new. You're all old hats. Okay, so just quickly about that then. Some of you are possibly already aware of, or some of you are already participating in what we have, which is our new initiative called the All In. Okay, so we also call it a, what is it? A woohoo something woman. I forget what that O is for, Kelly, but it spells wow. What is the O stand for?
I'm having a mind block. I can't remember.
Woohoo.
All in woman.
No, is it? I don't know. But anyway,
Accountable.
But that's an A.
A woohoo accountable woman.
Oh,
No,
so
that's
it's WAW. Okay, sorry.
WAW.
So anyway, whatever. But the point is we have a new initiative which started on the 1st of March, which goes for 30 days, which is basically a way for you to keep yourself accountable, to make sure that you're going to do the steps, to actually make sure that you're going to follow through, and you've got other women and all that sort of stuff. So if you have missed it, that's okay, because we're going to be doing another one in April, given that it goes really well, which I don't have any doubts about. So be prepared for that. We won't let you join now, because once we start, we want to all start in earnest and not have people jibs and drabs coming in and out. So be prepared for that one, which will be back starting again. The next intake will be on the 1st of April, and it's a free group that we have going. It's not free in as much as you have to commit. So yeah, don't kind of join it if you're thinking of doing it half-heartedly, because it's for people who are really committed to making really big money with this program. Because don't forget, and this is something that is a concept which I think people forget, and I do as well, to remind people, but you're putting down a basis for earnings for a very long time for people upgrading as we go. Okay, so it's only $15 when you first make sales, but women are upgrading to the $50 all the time. Okay, every single week there are women upgrading to the $50 program. And that's the whole point of how you can make more and more money with Woohoo, because when you first come in, you only join for 30 and you get 15 per sale. But once you've made a number of sales, and these women have made like 10, or some of them have only made a few, but they already see the potential, they upgrade to the 50 because the $50 program allows them now to earn $25 per sale for anyone else that joins up to the $50 one, right? Now, keep this in mind, guys. It's something that maybe isn't super clear. You do not earn anything unless you are on the $50 program yourself, okay? And believe me, half of the upgrades that come through don't go to the lady who invited them. They don't get the commission because they haven't upgraded. And that's just the way it works, okay? But the caveat to that is and what I love, which is also exciting for a lot of women, is that when somebody first signs up, they put their money in for the 30 and they're like, yep, ready to go. We offer them immediately the next page, and you probably had this experience, guys, that says, this is the $50 program. Would you like to buy that as well? If they say, yes, we would, they buy the 50. The lady who's on the $30 program only, who gave them the link, also gets the commission for that. She also gets the commission for the $100 program, the 50% of that, if the lady buys it immediately. So you have got those Brucey bonuses of getting those commissions up front. However, that is only if they purchase the first time they sign up to Woohoo. Most ladies upgrade as they go. So if you haven't upgraded and someone says they buy the upgrade, all we do is we check in the back office. Does Jenny have the 50? No, she doesn't. Okay, fine. She doesn't get the commission, and you miss it, right? And you probably won't ever know, to be honest. So it's a good idea if you are interested in continuing to earn more and more and more, because there's obviously the 100, there's the 250, there's a 500, there's 1,000. As your network of ladies that come into the business join, you've got different amounts of payments that are going to come through and through and through, okay? So that's kind of how that works. Does anyone have any questions on that? If you want to upgrade, all you do is go into the training in the back office, and go to the $50 program, and it will say, there's a button that says you want to upgrade. You click on that and you just go and pay via PayPal. If you can't pay via PayPal for some reason, just let us know, but you should be able to, because you can just use card. Okay. Question from Leonie. When we invite 1 to 50 ladies to the main group, is that when we tag them? No. So they won't have got the invitation yet. So if you come in and you just invite your 1 to 50 ladies, don't forget that they have to go into a bit of a holding pattern, which is basically where admin has a look and says, okay, Leonie's invited 150 ladies. We do a search to make sure that there's no men that have snuck in there, which might not be called John Smith. They might be pretending and they've called themselves a lady's name, but because their Facebook account has been said it's a man, they get deleted. So we have to be careful. So we don't just let you invite 50 people and they all come in the group. We have to vet them first. So that has to happen. Then the invitations go out via Facebook with their system that they send them out. And that lady has 30 days with which to join the group from your invitation. So if you tag that lady immediately, the very likelihood is, and you probably will see this on some posts, the lady's name is grayed out. That's because that you don't bother to tag them there. Is if you go through the training, you'll see this. You use the spreadsheet to check which of your ladies has accepted your invitation. Then once your spreadsheet says that, you know, whatever lady is in the group, that's when you do the tagging. What is Library of PLR? So it's private label rights, I believe, and that's basically they are PDFs. Majority of them, I think, are PDFs. Do you want to answer that one, Kelly?
Yeah, sorry. So yes, there's 13 books. Some of them are on Faceless, building a Faceless account on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. And there's a lot of about digital marketing itself, so you can learn from the books. But you can also, when you get them, you get a Canva link, so you can redesign them. Well, redesign the front cover if you wanted to, or add your own information in if you wanted to, and then resell them at 100% profit.
Perfect. Okay. So they're basically
I
done
think,
for you, stuff
yeah,
that
they're
you can
done.
sell.
Yeah, I think they're at the 250 level. Is that
Okay.
right?
So there's some really, really good content. It's not crappy. None of the stuff that you're going to get is just stuff that's in there for a buffer, by the way. They're all stuff that we've hand selected because they are either going to help you in your journey as a digital marketer, so they're going to be useful for you, or they are going to be very, very valuable in order to, you can sell them and you've got the
Make money.
rights to sell
Yeah.
them and make whatever you want. Okay. Fletheny, is that how you say it? I am 15 days old. Oh, you're only a baby. I don't know I am new or not. Well, yeah, you're new. I guess you are new, but I am new to having live calls on Zoom like this. Oh, great. Well, we're happy to have you. So yeah, just keep on doing what you're doing and come to the call for as long as you want to, until you feel like you've got everything clear. And yeah, welcome to the group. Hi, I'm new to the group. It's 4th day in the program. Oh, wow. So you're very new. 4th day and your first Q&A. Bona Rose, welcome. Linda says she wants to earn more commissions before she upgrades. Absolutely, guys. So the whole kind of thing that we've always said with everybody is we don't want this to ever be a pressure. I don't ever want any lady to feel like she has pushed herself out of her own comfort zone money-wise or in the family, or stolen her money, I say stolen, but taken money that could have been used somewhere else. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it. Okay. There's no pressure for you to upgrade. There really isn't at all. So just do when you want to. And that's why I don't really like saying that whole, you're going to miss out on commission, because I don't want you to think that it's a pressure tactic or any of that. This is the Woohoo Women's Club is here for you to have a peaceful sort of experience and to feel good. Okay. But it's just so that people don't say, you didn't tell me that I wasn't going to make it. It's like, because there are a lot of women who have made way, 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 way more than $50 and they haven't upgraded, and they're missing out on commissions that they could have got because they've chosen they don't want to. They're happy just to earn 15 at a time. So that's up to everybody. Okay. But yeah, there's no push, no pressure, nothing at all. Okay. Leonie says, how do you invite the lady to the group if she is not on the main group invites? So if you have a lady who, because sometimes I think, do you want to answer this one, Kelly? Because you've had it before where you've looked for a lady, it doesn't pop up on your list basically to invite. I think that's what you mean?
Yeah, yeah. That happens quite often with me because I've got a second account on Facebook, and I don't know if that's your first or second account, Leonie. But what you can do, what I have done if I'm looking for a specific person is I'll just send the link to the group, but ask them to make sure that they answer your name in the question, so we know she was invited by you. So you can use the link to the group, but try not to ask you to do that too much, because it's even longer process for admin to figure out who that lady belongs to. And it is much easier, obviously, just inviting all your friends from the invite button. However, if you kind of find that lady's name, then just send her the link to the group and ask her to put your name in the question.
Yeah. So also, just because you ask someone to put their name in doesn't mean they're going to do it. So if you did it en masse, like a lot
Yeah.
of women used to send the group link out to their email list and say, don't forget to write my name. Some women read that and go, oh, okay, I'll remember. But other women, they just forget, and they don't. So it's not the best way to do it. It's definitely not. But if you have to, because you can't find that lady and you want her in the group, make sure she does put your name. Okay.
Or
Because
the the other thing you can do is scroll until you find that lady's name. Because she doesn't come up in the search doesn't mean she's not there. She will be there, but you'll have to manually scroll through all the names to find her.
Yeah. So if you really
Particular.
want to do it that way, but otherwise,
Yeah.
yeah, if it's someone that you know for sure that they, your friend will just say, make sure you write my name, because some women do ask me, they message me and say, oh, I've got this lady, she didn't put my name, she forgot, la la la, can you write it down? I'm like, no, I'm not going to remember. So if you want to remember in about a week, and you want to message me again and you want to say, can you please check for me, Kirsty, and I can then have a look. But I'm not going to remember, because don't forget the credit card, the spreadsheet is not up to date, not because of us. It's not up to date because of Facebook. And I don't know how far behind it is at the moment, Kelly, do you? But it
I
used to
think
be
it's
about a week.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
still a week.
So without boring myself, do you want to explain it? Because I'm bored of my voice today already. It's only at 10 o'clock. Tell us,
It's
Kelly.
it's because Facebook, the automated posts for the welcome for the new members, and I think they'll only do 300 at a time. Now we're
Yeah.
getting more than 300 people join every day, so we can't. So because we're getting more than the 300 post, it's just backdated. So people
Yeah.
who joined last week are just getting welcomed today because Facebook are so behind on it. There's nothing we can do about that.
Yeah. So sometimes a lady will join the group and she won't even have been on the welcome post. So she's not even on your spreadsheet yet. And she's already said, I'm ready. And she's already paid. And she's not even on the welcome post yet,
Yeah.
That does happen. So the great thing is that we still can see who invited that lady, even if she's not on the welcome post. We still can look and see if she's answered the questions, or if not, if who invited her using the invite button, and we know whose sale it is. So the great way to keep a track of who is ready and making sure that you don't miss those guys is making sure that every single day you check in the paid members group. There's a post which I pop up all the names of who are I'm ready, and who is the lady's name on the right is who is responsible for that lady's sale. So that's money for you. Now, even though we send your link on your behalf, we can only do that if the lady messages us. So don't wait for us to send the link for you, because the lady could go cold, any of that. You on the front foot go, hey, Jenny, I see that you're ready. Are you ready to pay now? I think that's quite a good question. Rather than just plonking your link to her and hoping that she's going to pay, don't do that, because a lot of these ladies, they say I'm ready, but really they're not really ready. They're just saying I'm ready because they think that's what they're meant to say. I don't even know why they say it, to be honest. But
Yeah.
so I say to them, hi, I'm great. This is to do with Woohoo. I'm glad that you said I'm ready. So does that mean you're ready to pay right now? And they'll go, pay what? Some people go, pay what? And I'm like, oh, okay. So you said I'm ready, but you don't know what do you know what I'm talking about with the Woohoo? And they're like, oh yeah, and I'm like, so what's it all about? They say. That is when you go, I am not telling you what it's about. But I say, listen, the best way for you to know what it's about is if you just watch the video. Once you've watched the video, there's a link and it will tell you to pay. So that's when you can send your link, because your link, don't forget, takes them straight to the 15-minute presentation. So they can watch that presentation, and then as soon as they've finished watching that, they'll know what it's about. And if they're ready, then they click to pay underneath, and that's your link. Okay, so that's what I would do. So kind of suss out the lady. So just because she's on the I'm ready sheet, don't just send her your link and then think that's it and wonder why you're not making any sales. Okay, have a conversation like she's a real person. She's important to you. She is your friend. She said, I'm ready. And it's not just about money. It's about saying, how can I help you? You've said I'm ready in the Woohoo. Does that mean you're ready to pay, or did you need to ask any questions? Whatever. But don't get into a whole tete-a-tete about like a million things and try and start selling to them, especially if they say, what's it all about? Don't just go, oh, well, it's a really great program, making loads of money. Like, no, just say, listen, have you watched the presentation? That's a simple question. It's either a yes or a no. If they say yes, so, oh, okay, so you watched the whole presentation. So what questions do you have then? Always put it back on them. What is it you want to know? How much have you seen? What is it that you're ready to do? Why did you say I'm ready? Are you ready to pay? So never like become the offensive. Always sit back and just ask another question. Wait for her to tell you what her answer is. And that way you won't feel like you're selling or pressuring anyone. You won't feel like you're having to push anything on anyone. And she will feel good, like, oh, okay, well, I'm ready now, or whatever, right? Hopefully that helps.
I'll create some example scripts and put them in the members group.
Yeah. But I would just say, it's common sense. Like, just say, don't expect what I guess my whole message from that big tirade is just because someone said I'm ready doesn't mean that they're ready, because there's a lot of people who I've had for firsthand experience who are not ready. So it's like, oh, okay, what are you ready for? Are you ready to know more? Are you ready to pay? I normally just say, are you ready to pay? Because that pretty weasels them out quickly. You're like, yes, I am. I'm ready. Can I have the link? Fine. Then you don't even have to talk to them. You just send them your link, right? But if they're like, what? Ready for what? You're like, okay, let me go back a few steps. This lady's still very hot lead, but she's not quite ready to give her credit card yet. Okay. Okay, so we've got a question here. Is there any other ways that we can earn, or only through the 50% membership commission upgrade? So no. So our whole system is based on commissions that you earn from the program, either the initial program purchases or the upgrade. And you also earn of the ladies who you invite. So say you invite someone and she buys the $30 program, and then she invites and makes 100 sales from people who buy the $30 program. You make 5% of that too. Okay. And then if those ladies go on to buy something, you don't earn anymore. So it's a two-tier program. It's not a multi-level marketing. It's not a pyramid scheme thing that you earn forever off everybody in the rest of the life down the line and then the money runs out. It's literally just a percentage that is split between admin, you, and you get a second-tier commission. Okay. Are there any other questions? Let me just quickly check. Do all the member ladies get the same names on the main group invites? I don't really know, Leonie. It's the most annoying thing ever. We have no idea, but I think they have to be your friends. So you're not going to get a list of names that are not your friends. But yeah, I don't know. I 100% don't know how Facebook works on that. Sometimes you get random names pop up and I don't know, but they're all definitely friends of yours. So they should be able to be invited. Oh, Bonarose. Okay, so that link must be broken. If you could possibly do me a favor, Bonarose, and if you could just send, if you could just screenshot the email that had the link in it that didn't work, if you could just screenshot that for me, and send it to me via DM on WhatsApp or Facebook, just so that I can make sure I go in and fix that email for other people. But yeah, you should have that. The link to join the members group, Kelly, is in multiple places, I know.
It is, yes. It's in the intro pack. It's in the training.
Okay,
And
so
it might be on
Bonarose,
the email as well. So yeah, we need to know what the source is.
yeah, but you should be able to join it if you just went through the intro pack, or if you just go through the getting the 7 steps to success. Is it in there?
It is, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so probably the first document you came to was the 7 steps to success. Go into that document, Bonarose, and there's a link to the group. But if you do want to send me that email that you had, then that would be helpful, because other people, I can fix it. Okay, I'm going to have to run, guys. So if anybody else has any more questions, please shout right now, because I've got to go and answer a question from somebody. So if nobody's got any more questions, then I shall go and wish you all a very beautiful week. Keep inviting, keep on doing what you're doing. Be ready for April the 1st. If you haven't already joined the All In, be ready for that, knowing that that's an amazing group that you can join. So just kind of get yourself going, get yourself ready this month, get kind of oil up your systems, get all kind of ready. And then we've got the next level for you to go to starting from the 1st of April. If you guys want to join into that, then you're welcome to. So, but if you want to just do this in your own time, in your own peaceful way, in your own thing, don't feel pressure. Nobody wants anyone to feel pressure in this program. We want you to feel motivated. We want you to feel supported. We want you to feel like it's an easy system, and you do have to do the work to get results. Like, I'm not going to say that you do nothing and you're going to make $1 million, like who does? But at the same time, take it in the time that, don't ever let it be a pressure. So thank you very much, Shanti. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, everybody, for coming, and Karen and everybody. I'm just going through the chat. That's why I'm saying those names. Thanks, guys, everybody, for turning up, and make sure that you invite your new people. Say to them, don't forget to join the call on a Monday, because you can have your questions answered. It saves you having to kind of babysit them as well. That's the other thing. Oh, there was 2 people in the waiting room, which were too late, so they're going to have to watch the recording. It ended up every single time we have this call, we always have really good questions, and we end up having a totally different conversation than the week before. So if you do want to watch the recordings on a Monday, and if you don't turn up, I don't think it hurts to just listen to it as you're driving or walking or whatever, because I think that we always seem to come out with something new. Don't we, Kelly?
We do, yes, definitely.
So sorry to whoever just joined. There is a recording, and we're going to give it to you and you can watch it. And the call is on at 10 o'clock, which is basically 40 minutes ago we started. Sorry if you were in the waiting room for a little while, but yeah, come in next week. We have the call again. Okay, have a great day, everybody, and I'll see you all in the group. Lots of love. Bye, 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 bye.
Bye.